exiting the arena from the right, we have the Konyak Cultural Troupe with their performance of Chai Si.
Mukukza. Hey ha, Mukukza. Hey ha.
The women folk
Yinga.
of the Tikir tribe are still continuing
Kak the
their
chue.
game.
Hey. Hey ha. Ying nat. Kak the chue ne. Oh. Ying sam. Ying sam. Kak. Hey ha. Ying pi. Hey. Abanchit. Hey, abanchit. Kak tu cuy. Hey. Hey, abanchit. Kak tu cuy. Hey. Kak tu. Hey. Kak tu. Hey. Yung tay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the women folk of Mining Hill Cultural Troupe, Pokpur Village, Kifri, representing the Tikir tribe of Nagaland, with their performance of a traditional seed game called Toy Lakti. Next up, we have the Sanglao Cultural Club, Noklak, representing the Kimungan tribe of Nagaland. And we have Mimi Village Cultural Troupe, Kifri, representing the Yimkyung tribe of Nagaland. The Kemungan Cultural Troupe on your right, and the Yimkyung Cultural Troupe on your left. The Yimkyung Cultural Troupe will perform a friendship dance.
On the right, we have the Kemnungan Cultural Troupe. They will demonstrate for you a traditional marriage. The dancers are the Yimkyung tribe of Nagaland. They are performing for you their friendship dance. On the right, we have the Kemnungan Cultural Troupe. They are in two parties. This represents the two main clans of the Khemnungans. Since time immemorial, there are two main clans of the Khemnungan tribe of Nagaland. Matrimony was based on the clan. Inter-clan marriage was very prevalent. The use of force was practiced by the Khemnungans. Regardless of whether the bride or the groom wants to marry, the clans would go and pick the bride and bring her back home. In other words, in the ancient times, marriage was forced by the clan. In most cases, the boy who wants to marry will go with his friends to the other clan. They would first ask her, but if she does not agree, he would even be forced to take her away. After bringing her home, if the girl is willing, she will begin living with her husband. The men folk would usually chase the bride, the soon-to-be bride, I would say so. On my left, exiting the arena, we have the Yemkyo Cultural Troupe after their performance of the friendship dance called Mayim Re. Discussions are still on for the Khemnungan Cultural Troupe. A bride-to-be has been brought back from the different clan. Let me repeat. There are predominantly two main clans of the Khemnungan tribe. The use of force was a practice that the Khemnungan tribes would do to get their bride home. There were times that the bride would secretly return back home, leaving the soon-to-be groom alone. This practice of forced marriage was done for one main reason. If any dispute arises between the husband and the wife will have an excuse that she was married forcefully by him, and then she will have the excuse of leaving him. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Khemnungan cultural troupe with their demonstration of a traditional marriage.
Next up, performing for you, we have the Intimate Youth Cultural Club, Heningkolwa Peren, representing the Ziliang tribe of Nagaland. They would present a folk dance called Hangle Lim. Next, we have Pilashi Cultural Troupe, Tuensang Village, representing the Chang tribe of Nagaland. They will perform a group demonstration called Odang Onat. The performers on your left represents the Ziliang tribe. And the performers on your right represents the Chang tribe. Hangle Lim literally translates as lovers dance, an aesthetic and emotive dance of the Ziliang tribe. It is best known for its love for singing and dancing. This dance is performed at various social events and on festive occasions.
On the right, we have the Chang Cultural Troupe getting ready for their performance. While the Ziliang Cultural Troupe are dancing and singing, the Chang Cultural Troupe are clearing the field. The men and the women folk would come together to work in the field. While working in the field, they would sing songs together. Forgetting how tiresome their work is they would sing and have fun while working in the field. The dao is a very versatile tool. The menfolk would cut clear the field, they would remove the weed, the Chang tribe are preparing for the sowing season. They would come together as one, clear the field, work together as a unit. In this process, they would sing songs together. On the left, the Ziliang Cultural Troupe are performing a folk dance. This folk dance can be translated as the lover's dance. After a hard day's work, the men and the women folk would go back home. Exiting from the right, we have the Chang Cultural Troupe after their performance of the Odang Onet. Exiting on my left, we have the Ziliang Cultural Troupe after their performance of a folk dance called Hang Lei Lim.
Next up, performing for you, we have Javame Village Cultural Troupe Pack representing the Chakhesang tribe of Nagaland. And we have the Garo Cultural Troupe Dubagaon Village, Dimapur, representing the Garos of Nagaland. The Garos on your left will perform a folk song called Dum Dum Chong. This folk song is sung during the celebration of Wangala Festival. The performers on the right are the Javame Cultural Troupe. They will demonstrate on eating meat called sotu chew.
The young men, dressed in their traditional attire, would be divided into two groups. They would leap and jump in the air, shouting. They would shout, Sotu. The house. Exiting the arena after their performance of Dim Dim Chong, a folk song, we have the Garo Cultural Troupe. Still performing for you on the right, we have the Chakhesang Cultural Troupe. The hut is a representation of a house. A rich man is a host for a feast. He is sitting in his house. This performance is done during the Feast of Merit. Two groups of young men in their traditional attire would jump and leap. They would take alternative turns to go to the hut. And then they would get meat from the host. This traditional demonstration is called Sotu Chio. It is one of the traditions that was followed closely by the natives of the Jamame village. During the prestigious Feast of Merit, these young men would jump and leap and shout Sotu. They would then enter the house of the host and bite on to the meat. Performing for you next, we have on the right the cultural club Molem Kimong Mokok Chung, representing the Ao tribe of Nagaland. And entering from the left, we have the Gyan Surang Forai Shali cultural troupe Kushabil Dimapur, representing the Kacharis of Nagaland.
The Ao performers on your right will demonstrate a traditional game. This traditional game is called Horak Lanu.
On the left, the Kachari cultural troupe will perform for you the Kopri Sipnai Musanai. This folk dance is performed usually by the Mech Kachari tribe. This dance is related to the agricultural activities of the tribe. Kopri means the bamboo hat, and Sipnai means to put it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, those were the two performances. The first one, the Horak Lanu, performed by the cultural club Molungkimong Mokokchung. The game was played during leisure time. And the second performance was the Kopri Sipnai Musanai from the Gyansurang Forai Shali cultural troupe Kushabil Dimapur, representing the Kacharis of Nagaland. Entering the arena, we have the Kuki cultural troupe New Chalkot Beren, representing the Kuki tribe of Nagaland. They will perform a dance called Lom Lam. Entering from your right, we have Konoma Youth Organization Kohima, representing the Angami tribe of Nagaland, with their performance of Kehu, which is a demonstration.
The Kuki cultural troupe will perform for you the Lom Lam. Lom Lam signifies the existence of a well-knit and established social unit in the past. In this dance, the male dancer would sway his dao above his head. He would then exchange places with the dancers. This dance is to show that the menfolk are responsible for safeguarding the women and the children, in general, the weaker section. On the right, we have the Angami cultural troupe with their demonstration of Kehu. The men and the women folk would be led by an elder. They would go around this procession is led by an elder. During the procession, they would make a certain sound. They would whisper, "Oh, oh." From a large circle, the leader would make smaller and smaller turns. The leader would make circles and U-turn without breaking the line. This activity is called Kehu, which usually takes place at the village center.
Exiting the area,
We have the cooking cultural troupe after their performance of a traditional dance called Lom Lam. Still performing for you on the right, we have the Angami cultural troupe with their demonstration of Kehu. The leader would make circles and U-turn.
the men
And the women folk would continue the procession without breaking the line. The Kehu is led by an elder. He would be the one to decide if the circle is to be made or a U-turn is to be made by the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Konoma Youth Organization representing the Angami tribe of Nagaland. Cultural troops, Sop mano kara kruna ekpa halau krugule janai dia se. Poi jabi. The cultural troops have given their war cry while standing. Can all our esteemed guests, tourists here, also do the same thing for our cultural troops? Can we all stand and give them a round of applause? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we have come to the end of the morning session of the cultural program themed Cultural Connect, brought to you by the Department of Art and Culture, Government of Nagaland. For your information, in the afternoon session, we will have the cultural program, but the performances will not be by our 18 cultural troops. Rather, we would witness the cultural performances from all the northeastern states.